Hey everyone. So I want to take a couple minutes to explain week 9, assignment 1, final exam essay outline. So remember, obviously if you are here watching this video, that means you were able to access this assignment. So that means that you went through the required lessons in the week 9 module. So that's half the battle, of just going through them to make sure you're able to access this assignment. But don't forget, if you're doing at any time, if you're struggling with this assignment, go back to those lessons, especially the one on creating an outline. It's not just the information was required so that you can access the assignment. The information is to help you complete the assignment. Okay, so don't forget to go back to those lessons if you need to. All right, but you're here. You've at least gone through them one time to access this assignment, which means by now you should have a pretty good idea of what this assignment is all about and how it relates to your final exam essay in week 10. Okay, so let's take a look here at the instructions for this assignment, right? So, you're going to be asked next week to write your final exam essay. For the final exam essay, you are choosing either of your writing assignment paragraphs to turn into a full-blown essay. So you will either choose your evaluation paragraph and use that same topic to expand on your ideas to write an evaluation essay, or you will choose your compare-contrast paragraph from writing assignment 2, use those two subjects, that topic, expand on your ideas to write a compare-contrast essay. Right, so we're taking the ideas, the topic and ideas from our paragraph, expanding on them to write an essay. The first step is choosing, do I want to use the topic from my evaluation paragraph to write an evaluation essay, or do I want to use the topics from my compare-contrast paragraph to write a compare-contrast essay? No matter which one you choose, just keep in mind you're going to have to add to your original ideas, because now each idea becomes its own body paragraph. We're creating a full essay out of this topic now, right? Okay, so again, choose one of those paragraphs to turn into an essay. We're going to prepare for that essay now by filling out an outline. And remember, you must submit this assignment and receive full points in order to access the final exam essay in week 10. So if you get to week 10 and you can't find the final exam essay, you're not going to be able to submit it. And if you don't submit it, you're probably going to fail the class. So if you have submitted this assignment and you get to week 10 and you still can't find the final exam essay assignment spot, you need to double check your score on this, because you have to submit it and receive full points. So if you did that, if you submitted it, but you still don't have access to the final exam in week 10, that might mean you didn't receive full points, and there's something you need to change on the outline in order to get full points, which will then give you access to the final exam essay, right? So how to complete this assignment, the outline assignment. You are going to fill out an outline. You will not be writing the actual essay right now. It's just the outline, okay? You wouldn't believe how many times I get students writing the whole essay for this. No, it's an outline. Remember, you can always go back to the lessons under, preparing for the final exam essay. The first one was the course review. The second one was creating an outline. That's the one that will probably help you most with this assignment, okay? I went through all 3 types of outlines: the evaluation essay outline, compare-contrast essay using one side at a time approach, and compare-contrast essay using the point-by-point approach. We looked at 3 different outlines in that lesson. You will be choosing one of those 3 types of outlines for this assignment. So that lesson is super helpful. Right? Once you have decided which writing assignment paragraph that you're going to turn into a full essay, you should kind of automatically have your thesis statement and main points, because it'll match up with what you had in the paragraph. Use your paragraph's topic sentence to create your essay's thesis statement. Use your paragraph's main ideas to help create your essay's main points. Use your paragraph's concluding sentence to help create your essay's final thought. And if you remember back in that lesson on creating an outline, I showed you how several students did that, right? How they took the paragraph, they gave me the outline with those ideas, kind of transferred over, and then they expanded on them and wrote the full essay, right? So when you think about it, you kind of already have what you need to create the outline, right? When it comes time to write the actual essay next week, you just have to write a full introductory paragraph. If you already have the thesis statement, you're going to have to write full body paragraphs. But you already have the main ideas and some of your support for each one. You're just going to add to it, right? You just have to create a full concluding paragraph. But you already have your final thought, right? You already have the structure. This outline is going to sort of nail that down for you with my feedback saying, yes, this is a good plan. This is a good outline. You have set yourself up for success. You'll get full points for it. You'll be able to access the final exam as soon as week 10 begins. Or if you're not filling it out appropriately, then you're going to get a 0 on it and me saying this is not correct, this isn't quite right, this isn't quite right. You need to redo it, resubmit it, and then hopefully get full points that time around, because otherwise you won't be able to access the final exam next week, right? Your outline is the framework. That's why it's so important to make sure that you do it correctly and you get full points for it from me, because that's me saying, yes, this is a good framework. This is a good plan. Go with it. So you're going to find 3 files attached here to week 9 assignment 1, and you'll be choosing one of those files to fill out depending on which type of essay you have chosen to do, right? So take a look here. You can see, right, the first file is evaluation outline. If you are choosing to take your evaluation paragraph and expand on those ideas to write an evaluation essay, then this is the outline you will use for week 9 assignment 1 here, the evaluation outline. If you're choosing to do your compare contrast paragraph to expand on those ideas for a full essay, then you have a decision to make. All right, I'm doing compare contrast, but am I using one side at a time organization or point by point organization? Once you know the answer to that, then you'll choose one of these 2 outlines. If I'm doing compare contrast one side at a time, the outline I'm going to fill out. If I'm doing compare contrast point by point, this is the outline I'm going to fill out. You will only fill out one of these outlines, but you have to make sure you're filling out the right one, okay? The easiest way to do this is to download the appropriate file that I just showed you and fill it out, save it to your device, upload it. If that's not going to work for you, there are other ways that you can submit it, but it's a little easier to use the file because it's got everything you need. You don't have to create it yourself. All right. But get in touch with me if you're not sure, of another way to make sure you can submit your outline. But again, make sure that you are thinking about this whole thing, which paragraph to use. That'll determine which outline you're going to use. Fill the outline out correctly. Refer back to the lesson on creating an outline to help you. Make sure this is in by Friday night so that I have time to look at it. Hopefully you don't have to redo it, but that's why we want to make sure it's in by Friday in case that does happen, because you got to get full points on it to access the final exam essay in week 10. All right, but go back to those lessons in week 9 because they really show you exactly what you need to do here in week 9 assignment 1 on your outline to get full points on it so that you can get to the final exam essay next week. Okay, again, Friday night is when this is due, right? So do your best. Use all of the lessons to help you, but if you do have questions or concerns, reach out to me right away. I want to make sure that we are clarifying things and getting you on track so that you can get this submitted on time and hopefully correctly, right? So everybody's ready for week 10, okay? So I'm here for whatever you need. Otherwise, feel free to go ahead and get started.